Assalamu alaikum students, how are you? Again I am here with the same topic, using four operations. As in our previous lecture we have done the same topic with the rule number 1. Using four operations mean when we use the numbers and operations together in the same problem, and that expression is called mathematical expression. To solve this type of the expression, as I told you, there are two rules, rule number 1 and rule number 2. In the previous lecture we have done the rule number 1 to solve the mathematical expression by using the four operations. Today we are going to start the rule number 2 for using the four operations in the mathematical expression. What was the rule number 1? When there are two operations, plus and minus or multiply and divide, in the given expression we start working from the left and operations are used in sequence. That was your rule number 1. Today we are going to start the rule number 2 for using the four operations in the given expression. Let's start the rule number 2. When there are two operations, multiply with plus or minus or divide sign with plus or minus. Getting me? When there are two operations, multiplication with plus or minus in the given expression, or if the division operation is with plus or minus, then we use the mass rule to solve the expression. Secondly, if there are more than two operations in the given expression, then we use the mass rule. In this rule number 2, there are two conditions. What is the first condition? First condition is when there are two signs, multiplication operation with the plus or minus, or if in the given expression division operation is with addition and subtraction, then we will apply the mass rule to solve the expression. Second condition is if in the given expression there are more than two operations, then again we use the mass rule. Getting me? Now question is, what is mass rule? D, here D is for division, M for multiplication, A for addition, S for subtraction. DMAS, DMAS is actually the four operations: division, multiplication, addition and subtraction. And what is DMAS rule? DMAS rule is actually the order of operations, that how we can use the operations in the given expression. There is an order. We cannot use the operations by ourselves. There is an order. What is the order? If you find this condition, first one condition or second one condition in your expression, then you will apply the mass rule, and when you will apply the mass rule, you will follow this given order of operation. What is the order? Firstly, in the given expression you will solve the division, then you will solve the multiplication, thirdly you will solve the addition, and in the last you will solve the subtraction. You cannot change the position or order of the operation in the given expression. In the mass rule you will strictly follow the order of the operation. But there is one more point. If division operation is not in your given expression, then leave the division and start working from your next operation and follow the order of the operation. Clear? Let's start the example. Now I will explain you with the help of the example. First example is 16 plus 7 multiply by 8. This is your first condition. Look here. When there are two operations, multiplication is with plus or minus or division is with plus or minus. This condition is over here. So, according to this condition, if you will find the multiplication with plus or minus or division with plus or minus, then you will apply Demas rule. Let's start the example. Now in this example, 16 plus 7 multiply by 8. Multiplication sign is with addition. Multiplication sign is with addition. So we are using the condition number 1. That's why we will apply the Demas rule. So let's start. According to Demas rule, first one is division. Is there any division sign in your given expression? No, there is no division sign in your given expression. Leave this one and move to the next. What is your next operation? Multiplication. Now we will check, is there any multiplication? Yes, multiplication is in your given expression. So, firstly, we will solve the multiplication. Firstly, we will solve the multiplication. So, this one is your multiplication. So, let's start the working in multiplication. When you will solve the expression, as I told you in the previous lecture, you will start by the equal sign. As according to the Demas rule, division is not in our given expression. We will leave the division and we will start the order from the next operation, that is multiplication. So we will solve the multiplication, but when we will solve this multiplication, we will put the number and the operation as it is. 16 plus the remaining number and operation will be as it is. Now we will solve this multiplication. 7 8s are 56. So we will write here 56. Clear? Now according to the Demas rule, come to the next. After multiplication, what's the next? Addition. Now we will check, is there any addition in our given expression? Yes, there is addition in our given expression. So, in the second position, we will solve addition. We will solve our addition. Let's start. In addition, we have two numbers, 16 plus 56. 16 plus 56. Same method, we will use the equal sign. 16 plus 56. What is the answer? 16 plus 56 is equal to 72. Is equal to 72. So our answer is 72. Got it? Rule number 2 was condition 1 and condition 2. Firstly, when you will solve your expression, you will check the conditions. In this example 1, our condition was this one, multiplication is with addition. So after checking the condition, you will come to the Demas rule. And when you will start working with Demas rule, you will check the order of the operation. If any operation is missing in your expression, you will leave that operation and you will start working from the next operations according to the given order. Come to the next example. 12 plus 6 multiplied by 5 minus 20 divided by 2. Now this one is your condition number 2. More than 2 operations. In example 1 there were only 2 operations, that was your first condition, but in example number 2 there are more than 2 operations. Second condition is here. So if in the given expression there are more than 2 operations, you will again apply the Demas rule. But when you will start working the Demas, check the order. What is the first one? Division. Where is the division? Firstly you will check, is there any division in your operation? Yes, there is division in your operation. So firstly we will solve the division. So let's start. In division we have two numbers, 20 divided by 2. 2 tens are 20. 2 tens are 20. So our answer is 10. Equal sign. Remaining all the numbers, all the operations will be as it is. And at the end our answer is 10. Clear? Now come to the next. According to Demas rule, second is multiplication. Go back to your expression and check, is there any multiplication? Yes, there is multiplication. This one is multiplication. So firstly we solve the division. Now in the second position we will solve the multiplication. What's in multiplication? 6 multiplied by 5. Secondly, when we will solve the multiplication, our number is 6 multiplied by 5. 6 5s are 30. So our answer is 30. Let's start. Equal sign. Leave the remaining number and operation as it is. Write the answer of this multiplication, that is 30. 6 5s are 30. And again the remaining number and operation as it is. Clear? Come to the third. After solving the division and multiplication according to the order, third one is addition. Now let's check, is there any addition in your given expression? Yes, there is addition. This one is addition. So in the third position we will solve addition. What's in addition? This one is addition and we are going to solve it. 12 plus 30 is equal to 42. Our answer is 42. So equal sign, 42 is the answer of this addition. Minus 10 will be as it is. Now again go back to your Demas. After division, multiplication and addition, lastly we have subtraction. Let's check, is there any subtraction? Yes, there is subtraction. Where is subtraction? This one is subtraction. So at the last we are going to solve the subtraction. Fourth one is subtraction. What's in subtraction? 42 minus 10. 42 minus 10 is equal to 32. So our answer is 32. 2. Clear? Very easy. Rule number 2, but there are two conditions in the rule number 2. First condition is when there are two operations, multiplication is with addition or subtraction in your given expression, or division is with addition or subtraction, then you will apply the Demas rule. And second condition is if more than two operations are in your expression, like example number 2, then again you will apply the Demas rule. What is Demas rule? Demas rule is actually the order of operation that you will use this order when you will solve your given expression. And main point is over here, if any expression is missing, any operation is missing in your expression, leave that operation and start working from the next operations according to the given order. Hope so you will learn this rule number 2. Do practice related to this rule number 2. Take the example from your book, take the example by yourself and do the practice. Thank you.